La 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 la. Oh la 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 la. Early dawn, pink clouds in my eyes, warm breeze, swirling butterflies, holding hope like a secret gift, softest laughter, I let it lift. Rose moments, perfume in the air, daisy days, sunlight in my hair, waking up in sunflower dreams. I see you, I see you. La 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 la. Friday laughs under blue-gray skies. We drive fast, let the summer fly. Petals fall, yet our colors stay. Frozen hearts blooming in May. Put up, no need to explain. Seasons change, but you remain. I see you. La 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 la. Oh la 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 la.
Hello, it's Mark from Visible Image, and guess what? It's Monday, but we have a brand new launch. Yes, live here tonight, we have a live launch of new products. I am so excited. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us. I'll give everybody a few minutes just to arrive, to say hello. I'll do a few shout outs. We've got quite a few people here I can see, which is great. I love seeing more and more of you. It's absolutely amazing. I see so many of you joining us week in, week out. So I'm very honoured that you're joining me tonight. So give me a second. I shall just say a few shout outs to everybody. Let's just get rid of that there. So, new launch, hey? It's really cool. This is called our Grunge Florals. Now, it will be available, should be available in stockists around the world, and also at Visible Image and local stockists in the UK. But do check out your local stockists. Obviously, that is the point of call, whether you're in the US, Australia, Canada, in Europe. So wherever you may be, please do go to your local stockists, and if they don't stock us, tell them to. You know, it'd be great to have more and more shops. Absolutely amazing. We love having working with stockists, so it's very important that you help them and help us too. So I'll give you a few shout outs to everybody. We've got quite a few people here, so it's nice to see you all. We have Christine, Katrina, Helen's in the background there helping too. That's nice, Helen, thank you. We have Witch Hazel, we have Christina, Rachel, and Jeanette as well. So thank you so much for everybody. If you saw that promo, yes, just finished in time. And I couldn't even fit in all the samples from the design team. So besides tonight, obviously showing you what the new release actually is, this is also a showcase for the design team, because obviously they work incredibly hard. So thank you everybody, each and every one of you. And I will be thanking you throughout the evening. They create some amazing projects, and it's inspiring. So all this tonight is to give a shout out to the design team, but also to give you guys out there inspiration as to what you can create with those stamps and stencils. So shall we have a look? Shall we have a look at what we've got? Yeah. So let's have a look, shall we? Go to the other camera. Okay, so we have a collection of 6 stamp sets and 3 stencils. So it's absolutely great. Now, the kind of design philosophy behind this is very much visible image. This time with flowers, I gave it a slight mixed media feel. You've got a little bit of inkiness there and some text running through there. It's really, really cool. So you are going to love these, whether you're into your clean and simple or maybe your mixed media, if you want to go a little bit rogue. But yeah, they're great for, you know, whether you're journaling, doing ATCs, you name it. These are so adaptable. I'm getting so many great comments here as well. Jacqueline's saying, hi Mark, they look awesome. Thank you, Jacqueline. They do, and they are. So, without ado, I shall make a start. So, we have 6 stamp sets. Let's remove the stencil for just a second. Okay. And we'll just talk about the stamp sets. So, we have 6 stamp sets. The first one is called, let's try to zoom in just a little bit. Okay, camera 2. Okay, so you can see a little bit close up now. So we have the first stamp set is called Daisy Days. Again, as you can see, I'm going to turn it over for you so you can have a better look at it. But we've got each stamp set of the flowers is like a large, it has a large bold flower in the center. So we've got this gorgeous flower with all that gorgeous text running through it. Sometimes it goes one way, sometimes it goes another. So you can stamp this any way you want to and it's still going to work. There is no up or down with this. We have the word Daisy Days in that kind of really cool punch label font. We have some really cool bubbles, which is a nice effect if you want to do that, made a little bit of a bokeh effect. We have this lovely little script down here as well, like that. And then we have 2 solid elements. Now these are cool because obviously these were designed so that they can stamp onto your flower if you wish to in a different color. So maybe you want to you know, stamp this in black and then maybe you want to go over the top of it, the center with a different color, and then the petals different colors as well. So there's a solid, so you can color that stamp in whatever color you want. Now what the good thing is that these aren't exact sizes to this. They're a little bit oversized so that they give that kind of effect of slightly offset stamping. Really, really cool. So you don't have to be very specific as to when you're stamping over the top. It looks really cool. So that is the first set, and that one's called Daisy Days. Absolutely love that. You're going to love that one. So the next one is called, let's move this to one side. The next one is called Sunflower Dreams. Again, this is a really, really cool set. We have that large, bold stamp image in the center. Let's turn these over. This time we have the word Sunflower Dreams in a punch label, obviously again. So there's a theme running through this as well, so that whether you're making different cards in a set, they're all going to work together and look as though they were designed together. We have this gorgeous leaf here as well. A little bit of script there and inkiness like that. Then we have this kind of like different center as well, which is great. Now, you don't have to stamp this in this center. This is a great background in its own right. Really, really cool. That kind of grungy splat. If you want to put it behind something else, entirely up to you. But that looks cool in the center of there as well. So it's really cool. I like that. So that's this set. That's the second set. Love it. Third one, we have Rose Moments. Now, again, Rose, we've got that script, but not all running all the way through it, only on certain petals. I wanted to still have that slight delicateness of the rose there. We have the word Rose Moments. Really, really nice. We have also, in this set, we have this like inkiness here, inky spot, so you can add more to that if you want to. Really, really cool. Here, I've designed 2 extra, what maybe you want to call them toppers, but these are great because obviously they've got a little bit of script in there as well, in each one, some text, really nice. Now you can overstamp that, you can put it behind it, you can create your own backgrounds with them. Very, very cool. That also will fit kind of in the center of there as well. So not exactly, but I like it like that. So that's the way it goes. So that was designed the same way. Really, really cool. So think about that as kind of ideas and options for yourself. The next one we have, so that's the 3 flower sets. Now we're going on to some greetings. Now what I like about these is these are, sometimes you can't find that, you just cannot find the right stamp set for maybe you want to say something to somebody. So we've got things like hey, and you've got an exclamation mark in there. We've got thanks, we've got friend. I put a nice little heart in again with a little bit of script running through it, so there's a theme running through this. They'll all work together. We've got hello and smile. I like that. We've got bestie. That's really, really cool. I love that one. We've got miss you and love you, and we've got big hugs. And you know that exclamation mark, great. Sometimes you want to make a statement with the card. So these are really cool, slightly alternative fonts, but they look really, really nice. They will work perfectly with those or any of the other visible image stamps that you may have. Very, very cool set. Love that one. Next we have what I call these are backgrounds. So this is called spiraling. Now it's a great stamp set. You can see it on the front here. So we have this large spiral stamp. Very, very cool. Great to be putting behind things, whether it is the flowers or maybe you want to use it with any other visible image stamps. It's going to work absolutely amazing. We have numbers. We have numbers 1 to 10, 1 to 9 plus the 0 obviously for the 1 and 10. We have this lovely circle. Again, you can use that with the other flowers or you can use it on its own. You've got an outline circle. Let me just turn that over for you so you can see. So you have the outline circle as well. So maybe you want to stamp numbers in the circle. I don't know. It's up to you. And we've got these lovely grunge numbers. Very, very cool. A little bit glitchy looking. Great. And what I like about these numbers is I designed them so that they're not all uniform in size. So that there's a slight difference in the sizes so that you're going to get that slight quirkiness and slight grunginess and realistic thing that you want when you're creating. You don't want them too uniform. So those numbers are very, very slightly different in size, but absolutely perfect for when you're creating. Absolutely love that set. And the final stamp set is what I call Galactic, okay? Don't ask me why I called it Galactic, I don't know. sometimes you just cannot think of a name for it, so I called it Galactic. Again, this is a lovely, large background stamp. Now you can see the size of my hand, so this is a great stamp. You can put anything you want in front of that. You can use it on its own. You can use it in conjunction with the flowers. There's so much you can do with this. Absolutely gorgeous. And then this is what I call that. You can add your own touches of background splashes here and there. You've got kind of mixed media lines going on there. You've got numbers going along there, very small. We've got punch label numbers as well. We've got a larger circle, which is larger than in the other set. We've got some ink splats, and we've got this lovely inky X as well. So again, you can create your own backgrounds there to make something completely yours. Really, really cool set. So I'm just looking at the comments here. Thank you so much, everybody. Wow. I have never seen so many comments. So that is the 6 stamp sets. Really, really cool. Again, as you can see, throughout the whole 6, they are going to look absolutely amazing, and you're going to love those. So they are the 6 stamp sets. So 3 flower designs, different, which is cool. You have the greetings. We have 2 gorgeous backgrounds as well. And that is the 6 stamp sets. Now, we also have some stencils. So let's just put these to one side. Okay, and we have 3 stencils. So the first stencil is called Rotation. Again, I like circles. And I wanted those kind of like dotty circles because you can go in as much as you want with this, whether you want to use the whole thing, a part of it, or you want to put texture paste through it, or you want to maybe blend different colors through it going out. Again, it's that focus towards maybe the center of your project. Really, really cool. So that is a gorgeous stencil. Again, once you put texture paste through that, you're going to get that gorgeous touchy-feely look going through there. Really, really nice. I love that one. So that's Rotation. The next one is called Puzzle. Now, I didn't know what to call this, but Helen came up with the name puzzle because obviously, you know, whether it's some people think it may look a bit crosswordy. Sometimes I think it looks a little bit like, you know, those puzzles where you had to you slide those blocks to make something, that kind of thing. Anyway, it's really cool. Geometric shapes work brilliantly with organic. So again, and I'll show you that. I will actually show you that as well. But again, anything geometric works really, really well with any organic shapes like flowers and that. It's kind of the juxtaposition of one thing and another, and combining the two, it really does work. Absolutely gorgeous. And that was a very big word for me as well. I won't say that one again. So that is puzzle. And the third stencil, which I love as well, and it caused a lot of problems for the manufacturers. Don't ask me why, but this is what I call logic. Again, those kind of like shapes going down there. Now you can use it like going down, you can use it horizontally, you can flip it around and do it both ways. It's entirely up to you. But again, put texture paste through that, blend your colors through there as well. It's going to look gorgeous with organic shapes or anything that you're going to do with that. So very, very cool. So it looks great with masculine cards. It looks great with feminine cards. It's a really, really cool stencil. That's the way I like it. You know, if you're going to design something, you want to make use of those, so they're really, really cool designs. So again, 3 awesome designs that really complete the whole release. I think that's really, really cool, don't you? So now I'll just turn the camera around a second. So what did you think about that? I'm reading some of the comments here. Oh, some people said it's a motherboard. So, or is it a mother load? I don't know, but it's a lot. And again, you know, 6 stamp sets, 3 stencils. And I think that's perfect. It's a nice size. It's not too big a release. It's not too small. It's just right. Again, it fits in that sweet spot that you've got your images, you've got your flowers, 3 different kinds of flowers and all the elements that go with those. Then you've got 2 backgrounds, and then you've got those gorgeous sentiments. So you can create some amazing projects, and that is what I'm going to show you next. So our design team have been working very, very hard behind the scenes, and they've been creating some absolutely amazing pieces of work. I can't wait to show you them. So shall we have a look in a second? I'm just reading a few of the comments. Sarah Hawkins, hello everyone. Just a little bit late to the show. Right, detention for you. That's it. There we go. Never mind. If you had frogs, it would look like that, crossing the road. Oh, I see. Yes. Yeah, I know. I remember that. If you're old enough to remember Frogger from the 80s, correct. Frogger, Pac-Man, and Space Invaders. Those were the 3 that I used to play as well. But I'm digressing now, and I shall have to stay on track to be able to show you all these samples. So, without due care and attention, or with care and attention, I shall turn the camera around, and we shall look at some gorgeous samples. So, what am I going to bring out first? So, the first ones these are from Rachel. Now, Rachel creates absolutely amazing pieces, all different, but very, very cool. I'll tell you, I'll do one at a time because obviously these are so cool. Just zoom in just a little bit so you can see details there. There we go. Okay, so these are absolutely stunning. Now you can see that gorgeous puzzle stencil in the background there. Looks like some kind of glossy accents on there, or some clear paste. That looks really nice there. But you can see how that works. You also used vellum there as well, some vellum in the background there to add dimension to the Daisy Days. Isn't that gorgeous? Love that one. So next we have Sunflower Dreams. She's again, Rachel's been, these are all by Rachel, by the way. So I'm going through each design now just to showcase exactly how they adapted the stamps and stencils to their own ideas, how their own take on what was in my head. So again, this is absolutely gorgeous. As you can see, again, isn't that background there? Do you see that background there? That works across in its own right, and with the sunflower as well. So that's really cool. And she's also used the Logic stencil going downwards. Very, very cool. Love that one. Thank you. Next we have, I'm I'm going through these quickly, so excuse me if I kind of may run through these quicker than I'm supposed to, but I've got so many to show you. So again, now isn't that cool? Love that rotation stencil, as you can see in the background there, very touchy-feely, and as I said, put anything in the center and it's going to look absolutely amazing. Just that simple. Miss you. You know, you can create little ATCs with these words, anything small. You know, you can do some small cards with them. Simple but effective. That's what you want when you're creating something. But that background is gorgeous. And she's also used some of the other elements as well in the roses set. Very cool indeed. Love that. Very cool. Next one from Rachel is, we also have another Sunflower Dreams. Again, you know, she's used that Logic stencil as well to good effect, and she's also used the flowers there. And what I like, see, she's also, it's very, very cool. This is very cool. Very shiny, but very effective. Love that background. Isn't it amazing? Rachel's here as well, so thank you, Rachel. Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. Isn't that cool? And I like how colourful the background is, but keeping the kind of foreground, the elements that you're creating there, a little bit monochromatic. Again, very, very cool. Again, those punch label sentiments there, Sunflower Dreams, absolutely perfect. Yeah, it's nice. And a little bit of, you know, behind the scenes there, I made sure to make those sentiments actually look a little bit more realistic when you punch labeling things out. It's not exactly perfect, so I kind of dropped some of the letters down and I made them not exactly in line. So again, looking for realism here, so it looked really cool. And the final one from Rachel is using the daisy. Now, again, it's so, I just need to look how shiny this is. Maybe Rachel's going to share the secret of how she makes it so sparkly and absolutely gorgeous. But this is so cool, absolutely stunning. And those, you've got circles used in the background there, the circle stamps. You've got the texture from the rotation, and you've got the gorgeous sentiments on there. She's used two here. Hello, bestie. Isn't that lovely? Stunning. Thank you so much. Right, who am I going to grab? Oh, I'm just grabbing each pile, so there isn't a favourite. There's no favouritism here. Each of the design team are absolutely stunning. They make their own absolutely amazing work. So thank you. So next one I've got is this. These are from Nicola. Now look at this tag. Isn't this absolutely gorgeous? So bright. I love those colours. I want to know exactly what colours she used there because I would love to replicate this. She hasn't said what they are, but I will have to ask her because that is gorgeous, isn't it? Isn't that nice? And you know, she's got this lovely glossy accents over the top of the circle there on the center of the flower, the daisy. Again, using that logic and also using the numbers that are in one of the backgrounds. Isn't that so cool? Love that. That's really, really nice. There, the top left and bottom right. That's very, very cool indeed. That's really nice. I love that. Absolutely love it. And again, for that dimension, slightly off center there. And she's using one of the visible image tags as well, which are great because these tags are also a little bit wider than a standard tag, which is nice because you can put more on your project. Love it. Stunning. Thank you. Next we have another stunning one. These are all from Nicola. So this is using the Rose Moments. I love this. This is in gold, isn't it? I've never seen it done in gold before, but that looks really, really cool. And just to show you how kind of cool this as well, we've got kind of glossy accents going over some of that there. We've got shine going on. It looks like some clear paste over the top of that. It looks like a glaze, but it's absolutely stunning. Love that. Really, really nice. I'm glad I can actually show you these up close and personal. Really nice. Love it. So next we have another sunflower. Again, this is nice. So obviously she's layered up this the splat on this one here. So it's got some dimension. I like that. And again, she's put the leaves going around it, and we've got big hugs there as well. So that's another nice one there. And glossy accents on some of those leaves as well. But again, So nice and so different. Each person adds their own special thing. What they do is best, and they create absolutely amazing works of art. So thank you. Next we have Daisy Days again. This again is really, really nice. Obviously an 8x8 card. We've got some really cool things going on with this one. We've got some sparkle there. We've got some glossy accents on the daisies in the centre. But it looks fantastic. It's layered up and cut. And very easy to cut these out as well, because I tried to do it so that it wasn't going to be too much hard work for anybody. But again, this is the kind of thing you do in your own time. But oh, do you know what I like as well? Is this sentiment here. The small details I like. So on the sentiment, she's actually also, she's layered it up onto a white mat, but then she's also stamped some of the text that's in one of the stamps in the background there, just in top left and top right, bottom left. That is lovely, that is, and that really does finish that off perfectly. So cool. Love that. Thank you. And again, same designer, but something totally different. So I think these were created possibly around about the same time, I would think. But so we've got a gorgeous tag here. Again, it looks like she's used some kind of paints on those, I think, this time. But it's really, really nice. Very effective. And I love that kind of rough edge going on there. Thanks, Bestie. Very, very cool indeed. Love that one. And I would think this was probably created maybe at the same kind of time. Again, this looks like it's been using paints of some description. I don't know what kind of paints they were put through the stencil, but it's very, very nice. We have that gorgeous heart which has got glossy accents in, and that heart is obviously in the sentiment set, but very, very nice indeed. Hello friend. Perfect. Again, these are nice bold statement stamps, so you can just, you can make as much as you want on a card or make it as clean and simple. It's entirely up to you. So those are from Nicola, and I'll grab my next pile now. These are from Jane. So this is from Jane. I'm just checking out. Yes, it is from Jane. So again, very, very nice. Love this. Love it. We've got this gorgeous. What do you call it? Do you call this a gate? Do you call this a normal? What kind of card do you call this? Is that a gate? It's not a gatefold, is it? But I'm not sure what you kind of what the term is for this type of card. But I do like it, and I wish I could make more of these kind of cards myself. So really, really nice. We've got some clear glossy accents on there, little drops there. But that's nice. Again, very, very. I say simple. Saying simple is the wrong word to use, really. But it's so cool. It's amazing. Love it. And going from that one to this one, which is, let's just zoom out. How about this one now? I'll zoom out just a touch there. So this one is, obviously we've got alcohol inks going on there on that background. This is absolutely gorgeous. We've got one of the VI smaller tags in there, I think. But this is gorgeous. I like the button there in the center there. So Jane has obviously found a button that fits. But this, I need to just show you how cool this really is. Isn't that gorgeous? That background is amazing. And putting tags on the front of cards, again, really, really nice. And I like how, the brightness of this background works brilliantly with the kind of brown kind of craft card which is going on here. And although you can't really see it here, she's also been very smart. I don't know whether you can see it. I'm going to have to zoom in right just to show you guys how, well, see how my camera picks this up now. I think this is about as far as we can get in. But as you can see, oh, there we go. Look at that there. She's actually got some of the text words from the backgrounds in the sets. She got them on the bubbles on those colours there. Look at that. Oh, and it's touchy-feely, so she must have embossed that. But they are really cool. As a background, it's absolutely stunning. Very, very clever. Superb. Thank you. I'm just zooming back out there now. That's about the limit for my camera. Right. What else do we have? Oh, there's another cool one here. I need to show this off. So, oh, look at this. See, sunflower. So, obviously, with this, she's simply created her own stem from a piece of card. maybe coloured it green, but you know, isn't that gorgeous? Alcoholic background, but this time she's gone over the top of that with the puzzle stencil, and it looks like silver texture paste, but that is gorgeous. And as I said before, you can see exactly how geometric backgrounds work brilliantly with organic kind of stamps and things, and you've got layers on here as well, so there's some gorgeous layers going on with this with the sunflower. Absolutely gorgeous. And you know, it's nice to be able to also split up the sentiments where you want to, sunflower dreams, but it's great, you know, you can do that anyway. But that is stunning, I love that. Thank you, Jane. We have another, what else we got here? Oh, another, this now going from this one to this one. How cool is this? So I need to show you that a little bit closer up. Isn't that nice? So we've got a gorgeous background. That colour is very, very vivid, really nice. We've got the splats in the background there. They've been embossed, clear embossed on top there, but to give it that extra dimension. We've got that punch label there, Rose Moments, perfect. Jane has stuck it over the, it looks like she's actually stamped underneath. I can't show you that because it's obviously stuck down. So she stamped it and then stamped another one, simply cut around it and coloured it in and laid it up there. But she's also put this gold thread behind there. Looks stunning. Thank you, sorry. Absolutely amazing, that one. Thank you. Ivy, what time do you call this? Seriously. Nice to see Ivy here. We have Stephanie as well. So it's great to be so many people here. I'm absolutely loving it. Jane, you spotted it, Mark. Yes, I did spot it. Well done. You know, I was talking about one of the other cards there that I just showed with the actual texture, the stamping in the background. Very, very cool, and such a good idea. It's attention to detail there, Jane. Absolutely amazing. So thank you. But again, everybody is bringing something absolutely amazing to the table. Literally, fantastic work. I just love this simple, but well, I say simple. It's not simple. This is not simple, but this isn't something that's not achievable either, because the stamps are there for you to create this kind of work. So next we have another one from Jane. Again, Jane can like adapt herself to do from one thing to completely different things as well. So I love what she does. So this one here is using the Daisy Days, and this time she's obviously stamped using the separate solid stamps, created her own petals there. Again, you could, if you wanted to, you could create your own solid stamp background with those, with the centers and the petals themselves. Create your own backgrounds, entirely up to you how you do it. She's also used the logic, but this time she's gone horizontally rather than vertically. But very, very cool. Really, really nice, and I love that. Is this what kind of paste is this, Jane? Is this I need to know what is that, a paint? It looks like a paint to me. Is it? Let me know. Is that some kind of paint? Ivy, you need to get yourself some AirPods or something so you can listen without a problem, or get your husband to put some headphones on, whichever. He is watching some naff movie. What movie is he watching? Right, and we'll finish off with a couple of tags that Jane has made as well. Some really nice. Put them in the centre, shall we? Love these tags. Again, we've got big hugs, miss you. Again, using lots of elements from lots of the different sets there. We've got the rotation background stencil. We've got some of the sentiments from the sentiments there, the grunge greetings. We've got stamps from the background stamps as well. So really, really nice. I love it. Absolutely love this. Again, very cool, very modern. But you know, again, you can make them as classical as you want to make them, or maybe as contemporary. So who shall I grab next? Ooh, look at this one here. So going from something like that, and then we're going to go to, who's have we got here? Ooh, Shirley. So again, look at this. So Again, Shirley has created this lovely landscape card. Love that, absolutely love that. So, what has she done here? So, it looks like she's used some, probably, that looks like gold ink, or it could be mica powders, but it's either gold ink or mica powders, one of them. That looks really cool in the background, very effective. And I like the way she's managed to pull off the kind of yellow and the green background card. Very, very cool. It works because the flowers obviously offset the green so much. Fantastic. And in the center, you can just see, I do believe that she's used some kind of micro beads. I would love to say that that's what that was. They look like micro beads, very touchy-feely, very glossy, but that is so cool. Very, very nice. And again, the sentiment just absolutely works with this. Again, as a whole, it's absolutely fantastic. Love it. And, you know, creating stuff off the card slightly always works. It always adds that extra dimension. I love it. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you, Jane. Jane's having to dash off. Right, so this one is another really cool one. One layer as well, really nice. It's a one layer card, so all the stamping has been done on one layer. Absolutely love this. Some nice touches going on in this one here. So she stamped obviously the daisy. Now, as I mentioned before, these solid elements, you see, you can stamp over the top, and she's done it off center because they're not designed that you can try and match exactly. They weren't designed for that. They were designed for this kind of style indeed. So you can stamp them off there and they look more, it looks like it's been done by hand as well. So it's really, really cool. Absolutely love this. As you can see, she's also used some, she's blended through the puzzle stencil there in the background. Very, very pale, very faint. But as you can see, it just adds that extra elements to what you're creating there as well. Really, really nice. And hello, friend. You know, fantastic. Superb. Thank you. Another one we've got from Shirley is this one. And again, this is one layer. I do like the idea of one layer cards. Very, very cool. She shaded around there as well, just to give it that dimension as though there's more than one layer, and there isn't, I can assure you of that. But that is very, very nice. Let's zoom out just a touch. There we go. We can see that a little bit more. Yeah, so that's nice. And again, very easy with those background stamps there in the set there. She's created her own kind of background. I like that, in that different colour. It's amazing that you can combine the touch of maybe using like a grey stamp for the backgrounds there, and then you can focus on putting your colour into the centre, or vice versa. It's entirely up to you how you do it, but I think that's amazing. Thank you. I like, so a DL card. I don't do enough DL cards. I must admit myself, I don't do enough. So I must kind of get better at doing this. But again, this is one layers. Shirley, you're doing some amazing work with one layer cards. I love it. Superb. So she's obviously stamped the the Daisy's Days, but she's done it 3 times there. Isn't that so cool there? I like that. It just adds to that whole kind of DL card look. It's very easy to achieve. She's used either coloured in the centres there. She's also, she's added that little small kind of coloured brush strokes there, which you may not be able to see in the background, and maybe move that in a bit closer. But that is so cool. Very, very nice indeed. I love that. Look at that. And thanks. It's so easy. You know, sometimes that's all you want to say to somebody. There doesn't have to be a reason. Just to send somebody a thanks. Isn't that nice? So whether you're creating, you know, cards, tags, journals, any pages that you want to create in your books that you're creating, there's so much ideas and scope for these stamps. You can do more clean and simple. You can make it look very mixed media. It's entirely up to you how you create this. Next we have a nice fun one there. This would have been good on Saturday, wouldn't it? Very, very cool. Hey, love you. Again, simple but effective. Using a couple of stamps there from the sentiment set. She's also used the blended through some ink with the rotation stencil and used the background stamp as well there. So very, very cool. Absolutely love that. Stunning. So thank you. And what's next? So again, the spiraling stamp itself, you can use that, to put anything you want in front, and it's going to look absolutely amazing. You can colour these in if you want to, different colours, entirely up to you. It's going to look great. And talking of kind of mixed media, how about this? So thank you, Shirley, for that. Next we have Jill Sansom. So Jill has created a gorgeous frame. Look at this frame, isn't it lovely? Wow. And look at the gloss on that. Wow, love that. Looking at that, it's so cool. You've got the Logic stencil in the background. And it's so touchy feely. There's paste going through there, and it's glossy as well. You've got the sentiment on there. Love you. We've got rose moments, but creating a little canvas there, isn't that so cool? And having that nice and glossy looks amazing. Fantastic. So that's great. Thank you, Jill. Next we have another one from Jill. So these are all from Jill. And this one's called, this is using the Sunflower Dreams stamp set. And again, this time she's layered up that sunflower, and she's popped the leaves behind there as well. So that's really, really cool. I didn't think about that, but obviously, adding to the center there, I didn't think about putting the sentiment in the center. So obvious, but so cool. I didn't think of that, but that's really, really nice. Love that idea. Fantastic. Again, talking about using the spiraling stamp, we have another set here. So this one is using the spiraling background stamp. Again, I love it. Daisy Days, and she's put Daisy Days twice. Very, very cool there. Just kind of balance that out. Daisy Days in the center with black and gold there. Very effective. And she started to put some of the numbers in the background as well. That's great. I love that. Love it. Another one from Jill is this one here. We've got basically, hey, thanks, bestie. Again, just utilising this, showing off what you can do with all those stamps. Very, very cool. I absolutely love that. And another one, I reckon she did this at the same time. So again, using a tag, same principle there. But yeah, nice big bold background stamps there. Just using some of those elements, whatever you want to do with that. But I love that. We have got a couple more people, and then we're pretty much done. So this next lot is from Lorraine. So let's have a look. Thank you, Jill. So Lorraine has done a gorgeous tag. Again, tag a little bit different. This one. This is kind of done off square, but it's obviously done in more of a kind of diamond shape, and I do like that idea. Very, very cool. Background using that the puzzle. Very, very nice. I did not understand dimension lengthwise. That I am. Do you know what? I am learning something new every day, Ellie. So Ellie's just saying about what DL means. Did not know that. But that. So I sorry. A police car just drove past. Sorry for the siren. So again, this is very, very cool. I like this kind of looseness on the petals. Nice. Going from that, and then we go from another one from Lorraine. Again, this is so nice. Again, one layer. I like that. So she stamped and embossed that. Very, very nice there. She stamped the center from that set as well on top. Isn't that so cool? And she stamped the leaves. Now, she must have had to mask them off because this is all one layer. So very, very cool indeed. That's gorgeous. And coloured in, solid, and a little bit of splatters going on. Absolutely love that. Sunflower Dreams in the centre. Again, that's been stamped as well. So, you know, it's a very confident stamping. Lorraine's done a great job there in a one card hit there. All different stamps there going on, all stamped in one layer as well. So that's nice. I like that confidence. This is another one of these foldy cards. I don't know what you call this. Don't ask me. But I like that. Oh, yeah. It does. It does. This one does this. Do you call this a trifold? I don't know what you call that. But I like that because we've got this gorgeous stamp in the middle here, the sunflower, and this time she's put some little jewelry gem beads around the outside of that, which is nice. And it's kind of stamped in like a coppery gold colour. I like that idea in copper. Works so well. Like that idea. I'll pinch that. I like having the leaves in the background there on that part, and then obviously this the background stamp there. And then when you kind of pull it open, it reveals the message. Thanks, friend. Oh, isn't that so cool? Like that. Love it. Thank you. Another one. Let's have a look at this one here. Wow. So again, this one, so shiny. Absolutely amazing. I like this kind of mirror card going on there. Very, very pow. Really nice. And I like having those sentiments stamped at those kind of angles there. It's kind of giving it that kind of retro vibe to it, but it looks really, really cool. Again, background there with that. You would not think that was a stencil. You would think that would be like a printed paper, but that is so cool. Different colours. I love that. Thank you so much. And another one again. I didn't think about this idea. So this is kind of like close to possibly. It's looking a little bit kind of gingham-esque, isn't it? But again, very, very cool. Using the using the stamps there from the galactic there for the background there. So you've got those gorgeous ones there, and I like having that kind of crisscross look going on there. Very, very cool. And I didn't think the X and O's from there, because that cross. I did not think about that, but I can see that working. So that was a kind of ingenious idea. I like that idea. So probably another one I'm pinching. So again, very simply coloured, but very understated. But I like that. One layer as well. Gorgeous. Thank you. This one might be hard to pick up on the camera, but we'll have a go. So again, this one's got stamps on vellum going on there. We've got the logic running through there, but at an angle. I like that kind of like diagonal slope on that. That's really, really cool. And I like that. There's kind of like silver kind of embossed there going on, that glittery, but it's nice. It's so with it, really, really cool. And it's got that kind of touchy-feely there. It's kind of some kind of, it looks like a texture paste run through that. Very, very cool. And finally from Lorraine is this gorgeous tag. Again, I've never really done a circle tag before, so must be something I must need to do at some point. But very, very simple, very effective though, isn't that cool? I like how she's used the background there to stamp the splat from the galactic there, and then stamp the other stamp inside. Really, really nice. Finished it off with a gorgeous gem and the sentiment, and yeah, pretty much done. Love it. So that's everything from Lorraine. So thank you. And finally, we've got a few extra cards as well. We've got some from Lindsay. So let's have a look at some of these. So we have this one here. I love how this one is understated, but very, very effective. I like the cleanness of it. It's really, really nice. Again, stamped there in one colour. Oops, got something out on there. But that's really, really nice. Again, very simple to achieve, but I like those kind of added gems that's going on there. Really, really nice. Love that. And I like having that in a different colour as well. Kind of a grey, so it's a bit understated. I do like that. We have another one as well from Lindsay. Again, using, this is the kind of thing that, if you're going to make something, you can make it as complicated as you want to, or as simple as you want to. And I just like the kind of relative simplicity of this. This is layered up, but it is gorgeous, isn't it? Very, very nice indeed there. And a few pearls like sequins on there. Very, very nice. love that. And the final card, I know we get there at some point, so I'm kind of holding at an angle because it kind of reflects the light there. So we've got "Hey friend," and look how cool this the background's been done there in a few different colours. Isn't that really, really nice? Again, as I say, using stencils just in their own right as to creating your own card as your own printed paper, very, very cool indeed. So that basically shows everything that we were showing tonight. Let me just put all these back for you to show you. So I'll just put these out. So we had, let's pull that camera just out of touch there. So we have the stamps. We have the 3 image stamps. We have gorgeous text there. We have 2 backgrounds, which is fantastic. That's a great release. And then we also have the 3 amazing stencils as well. So that kind of finishes off the release for the day. And let's just put these in a nice pile, he says. Right, there we go. So isn't that so cool? I'm so pleased that I've never seen so many comments on a live before. So thank you so much. It's absolutely amazing. I'll just go back to the front camera now, and I will personally read all these comments later. I know Helen's been in the background. She's been reading lots there. So again, very, very cool release, I think. You're going to absolutely love it. Can you choose, really? I don't think you can choose, really. But some amazing stamps there. Going to work perfectly in their own right as a collection, individually. They will also work with so many other of the visible image stamps, which is amazing. So thank you so much. So I want to thank the design team as per normal. Without you, this would not be possible. You do amazing work, and I can never thank you enough. I can say it till I'm blue in the face, but you do amazing work. You're some of the best in the world. So thank you very much for that. There's nothing more to say. So except a few things. There are a couple of things I want to say. So these are available from your local stockists. Internationally, do check out if you're in Australia, Canada, the US, anywhere. If you can't find them in your local store, please get in touch and we'll point you in the right direction. They are also available on visibleimage.com. They're also available on the Hobbymaker site. And also, talking about Hobbymaker, I shall be on the 26th of this month. So I'll be on at 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. So please join me for 2 live hours, showing you some amazing design samples again. And I shall also be creating some projects too. I will try my very best on that day to actually do something that's even remotely as good as what the design team have been creating. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I will read all those comments because it's scrolling up so fast I cannot keep up. So I want to thank you all, and take care, and I will see you very, very soon. So see